Sabbath.
I know that.
The way I don't like to talk. And the kind of thing God has done for me, I can't do that alone one Sabbath.
Especially the way that you don't like to talk.
Especially how I don't like to talk. Ready?
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's shooting long time.
So we have been talking about just casually we have been talking about discussing the whole difference between abstinence and recovery. And so Arthur was giving us some point of views about that. So Arthur, take us through that.
Yeah, there is a big difference between abstinence and recovery. Abstinence means that you stop using drugs, you are abstaining from the drugs, and that's all you're doing. You're just not using drugs. But your same stink attitude, bad behavior, stinking thinking, all that remains with you.
Right. Now you were saying that there was somebody that you know, but we obviously we're not calling any names. Right. So there's somebody that you know. Give us the example from that person that you know.
Okay. That person that I know, we used to smoke together. He has stopped using for about 17, 18 years now. But as I said, he's still thieving, he's still conning people, he's still lying, cheating. All his stinking thinking is there with him. And he doesn't see that is wrong. Once he stopped using drugs, that is all. But recovery, and that is where God comes in.
Because of the triune nature of the soul.
Yes.
Which is
Your mind, your will, and your emotions. And that is what addiction holds on to. That is what makes addiction such a deadly disease, because it deals with the very core of man, the very soul of man. That is why it takes a spirit to fight a spirit, because addiction is a spirit straight from hell. I can say that. Addiction is a spirit direct from hell. And carnality cannot fight spirituality. You need a spirit to fight a spirit. And that is why you need a power that is greater than yourself. For me, that power greater than myself is Jesus Christ. For you, it doesn't have to be Jesus Christ. But you have to find a power greater than yourself that is loving, kind, and understanding.
Well, then there's no other power like that.
For me, there is none.
There's no other power than that.
Yeah, but for others, there will be, because some people.
But Arthur, it's as though like you're saying that tree there. If you go up that tree, you're gonna get a certain type of fruit, and that's the tree that I go up to get that fruit. You can go up any other tree, but all the other trees that you go up don't have that fruit in it.
Yeah, it may not have that fruit in it, but it will have fruit.
It will have a fruit.
Yeah,
it's not going to have that particular fruit.
And that is my point, is what are you satisfied with? Are you satisfied with abstinence, or are you satisfied with recovery that bears the fruit? Because in recovery, the fruit that you get is a freedom. It brings a freedom. Whereas you're not only not using drugs, but now you are free to do the things what you couldn't do before. And you are also free to do the things that you don't want to do. Because in addiction, there's no freedom.
So addiction is actually the fallen soul of a man clinging, or a woman. I use the word man in terms of incorporating man, both male and female. Of the fallen humanity that clings on to something in particular. It doesn't matter what it is,
no.
That clings onto something in particular, satisfies in an effort to satisfy something within them.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that can satisfy.
And there's no satsfaction.
There's no
exactly.
satisfaction.
The only thing that satisfies is Jesus Christ. And let me expound on this, because what has been revealed to me is simply this. God has created every human being with a receptacle in them that I like to call the conscience. That is for God. That conscience is like a light switch. It tells you when something is. When you press a light switch, you either put on the light or you take off the light. Either way. Your conscience will tell you when you're doing something bad or you're doing something good. You can fool yourself, but your conscience will tell you the truth. Now, God has allowed that receptacle to be for Him and Him alone. It's one of the reasons why you can stay in your living room and have the internet and beam in something in Australia taking place, a cricket match in Australia taking place, but you in your living room and you can see it live. Because what goes on there is that the satellite hooks up to, what's the word, boy? The satellite hooks up to the feed. And once the satellite hooks up to the feed, it could be taking place where, you could be where. Once you have that remote, it's going to beam back to you. And it's the same thing. We can do what we want, go where we want, put what we want to satisfy, unless we do not turn our satellite to hook up to that feed that comes from God. We will never be satisfied.
Well,
That's the truth.